Fear index, greed index, and neutral index are three indexes that actually control the emotions of investors in the crypto space. Well, watch me as I read. When the time comes, don't forget this lesson. There are three market indexes you must pay attention to. Number one is the fear index. Number two is the greed index. And number three is the neutral index. The fear index is the period of uncertainty, like where we are right now. This is when most people give up because the market feels so slow and boring. Here comes the greed index. This is the period of highs. This is when the whole market is booming and everyone is excited. This is when those who bought during the fear index make serious money. Sadly, most crypto holders sell during fear and buy back during greed. But greed never lasts as long as fear, so they usually lose in the end. Then we have those who bought during fear but refuse to sell until the greed index hits 100%. That is called extreme greed. If you bought during fear, it is believed that anywhere between neutral and greed should already give you profit. Don't wait until it hits 90 to 100% before taking some profit off of the table. Now, don't be too fearful and don't be too greedy. Always stay 25 to 30% above neutral. Let me show you on the board how to do this. This is me trying to explain to you how to target the market using the fear index, the greed index, and the neutral index. All of them are represented in this pictogram. Now, this is a picture representing the movement from the fear index to the greed index to the extreme greed index. In fact, the fear index to neutral index to greed index. Now, let's look at it. Now, this circle you are seeing here is the movement, right? Okay. Now, the movement is from 0 to a clockwise direction of 100, and it is divided into three departments. Number one is the fear index. Number two is the neutral index. And number three is the greed index. So now, this is the fear index, 0. That is the fear index. The neutral index, 50. That is why you are seeing this, dividing these two into two equal parts. Then, the greed index is what? 100%. Now, if you want to make money in the crypto space, look at what you are going to do. You should target when the market is in the extreme fear. The extreme fear is from 0 to 12.5. That is the extreme fear. The extreme fear is from this place, right, to this place. That is the extreme fear. Now, your buy zones should be from here to fear. From this place, from 0 up to this place, 25 should be your buy zones. Fine. Even if you buy, let's say at 26, because the current greed index is at 26, still fine. But make sure you finish all your buying before we get to the neutral. Now, if you buy from here, at here you are in profit. At here you are in profit. Now, if you buy anywhere between 0 and 25, which is the fear index, you will make so much money. Now, when we get to the neutral index, it means that we are no longer in fear, neither are we in greed. So if you buy, your buy zones in crypto should be what? Your buy zone should be from the extreme fear index, which is here, to the fear index, which is up to 25 here. Okay. Now, when it is time to sell, you should be selling from what? From greed zone. Greed zone starts from 75. Look at it. Look at where we are neutral, 50. Look at where 75 is. This is where you should start selling from, right? And this place is greed, right? Now, this last place here is the extreme greed area. This is the extreme greed area. You shouldn't allow yourself enter this place. Or if you are entering this place, make sure that what is entering here is, let's say, about 10% of your portfolio. So if you buy during the extreme fear and fear index, you should be selling between the greed index. Look at where the greed index starts. The greed index starts from here. So from 75, right, down here, this is the greed index. This is the greed index. This is the greed index. Look at the greed index from here to here, right? So this is where you should make your sales. This is the zone you should sell. Now, even if you are greedy or you want to be greedy, but let it not be to the extreme. So if you have bought or you are buying any crypto, make sure that immediately the greed and fear index hits 75 to 80%, make sure you have taken at least 80% of your portfolio out of the market. Then you can leave a moon back 20% and maybe ride it to maybe from 80 here to maybe something like 89. Make sure you don't get to 90, because from this place anything can happen. And make sure that you are not buying when you are supposed to be selling, and selling where you are supposed to be buying. Some people only come to buy in the market, when the greed is high, extreme greed to extreme greed, because of what? The noise is all over everywhere. No, what you should be doing at this area, once we pass neutral, what you should be doing is selling. So once the greed and fear index gets to 75%, start using DCA to be dumping your bags. That is just that. This is my own way of helping you. So let's take the numbering. 0 is extreme fear. It is on your coin market cap. 25 is fear, and 50 is neutral. So if you must make money in the crypto space, look at where your target should be, from 0 to 25. That should be your buy zones, right? Neutral, fine. Now your sell zone should also be from here, 75, which is greed, to extreme greed, sell. And now make sure that in all you're doing, you are using or you are applying DCA. So when we get to 75%, let's say you sell 50% of your portfolio, right? When we get to 85%, sell another 30% of your portfolio, which means you are taking 80% of your portfolio outside the market. Now, be dropping the other one 2% a day or 5% a week, and the rest of them until you are off the market. Remember, if you keep holding your bag when we get to extreme greed, the next thing the market is going to do is boom, all the way to what? Extreme fear. And when we get to extreme fear, all your money that you have made to the market, you have round trip it. Thank you and God bless you.